What's up, everybody? Expert opinions here in my garage. Just bought this brand new Lamborghini. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of the fact that I went out and got some knowledge dropped on me by the boys over at Langdon Tactical. Sat down with my boy Mitchell. He's a big dude with a big personality. Really appreciate his time. And he talked to me about the LTT Elite 2 by Beretta. It's a special edition Beretta 92. They're really excited about it over at Langdon Tactical. Mitchell's going to tell us all about it.
Over the years that the company has existed and that Ernest has been doing gunsmithing, there's been a lot of work that he's put into and that the company has put into really taking the capability that the 92 has and making it accessible. And I think that's another way to talk about what we do. Is there are a lot of guns that are fundamentally excellent, but not practically excellent. So if you go and buy a 92 FS, from Cabela's or wherever, there's going to be things on it that kind of prevent you from experiencing how good that gun really is and getting some of the benefits that the system can afford you. So obviously the trigger can be a lot better, the reset can be a lot shorter, it's not going to have an optic cut. The magazines, the springs, all of that leaves something to be desired, and that's something that we really address with the 92 at a very holistic level. So what we do when we're working on these guns is we have new parts that we have designed that really make the gun or make the trigger a whole lot better. So like our trigger bar is a great example. You can make the trigger on a 92 lighter by polishing and changing springs and stuff like that, but there's not a lot you can do for the reset without new parts. So that's one of the things that our trigger bar does, is it gives you a really incredibly spectacularly short reset. So we do all that. All of our gunsmiths go through, they polish a lot of our engagement surfaces. You'll see on this gun, a lot of these kind of silver parts are NP3 coated. So that's a electroless nickel Teflon coating that's nice and lubricious. It's like that extra 5 to 10% kind of smoothness in the trigger pull and the operation of all of the parts. And this gun right here, the Elite 2, this came out at SHOT Show this year. This is really the pinnacle of that kind of work and collaboration with Beretta. They have licensed our low RDO optic cut from us. So now you have a much lower and much more durable optic solution that's available straight from the factory. These really nice, more aggressive slide serrations that also lighten the slide up a little bit, so it's a little quicker, a little more positive in recoil, and lots of other little details. So like even the last Elite, for example, like right under here, if you've shot 92s much, you'll know usually there's a particularly sharp corner that digs into your shooting hand knuckle. So those are radiused away on all of the LTT Beretta guns. Really what we tried to do with this is address, do everything that we possibly can to make the 92, completely modern, take advantage of everything that we can so that it is, from a shooter's perspective, just about as good as you could possibly make a 92. So that's where the slide serrations come from. That's where the Vertec frame with these wraparound grips come from, the extra slots on the rail. And then, again, I said the really big thing is that this is the first gun from Beretta that has our patented RDO cut licensed and implemented from the factory. So you don't have to buy a gun, send it to us, get it cut, or buy a gun that we are buying from Beretta and then optic cutting. This comes straight from them with the optic cut already on there. There are a number of guns that we have done with Beretta at different levels of collaboration. So the GSD is one of them. Ernest had been hounding Beretta to do what he had called the cheater gun for years and years and years, which is put basically a heavier profile barrel into the PX4 to soften up the recoil. There's the original Compact Carry and the Compact Carry 2, which are PX4s. The Elite 1, which was originally released in 2018, and then this guy, which was released SHOT Show of this year. So what that process looks like is basically us working with Beretta, saying, hey, these are the features that we think would be ideal on these guns. And Beretta did the, or excuse me, Ernest and Beretta did this way back in the early 2000s also on the original Elites when he worked at Beretta. He worked with Beretta for a period of time. So if you ever see like an original an original Beretta Elite, 92 Elite, or 92 Elite 2, Ernest was working with them on those guns also. But this is basically us working collaboratively with Beretta on, hey, this is the feature set that we think would be good. So you can buy an Elite 2, from distribution that, your local gun shop got direct from Beretta. And that'll have all of these features, but it won't have our trigger work on it. Or you can get them from us with our trigger work. This right here has a black nitrided slide. They come with a stainless steel slide. So you get kind of that two-tone Elite 2 look. We can do the NP3. We can do our own series of optic plates. So this comes with an RMR plate, but if you want 509T, Acro, EPS, you name it, we offer plates for that as well. So it's us basically defining what the base gun is going to be in collaboration with Beretta. They sell those on their own, but we also sell it with our extra work put in on top of it.
So if somebody wants the full LTT Elite 2 experience, they can buy it from Langdon, or they can send their guns in.
Yes. Yep. And so what that's going to do is going to get you our trigger job, which I've talked about, which really it does, I think, pretty fundamentally change the way that the gun feels, because you're going to get a lighter and smoother double action. You're going to have a really nice single action, and you're going to have a incredibly short, very positive reset. So if those sound like things that matter to you, I know I enjoy all of those things myself, but then getting at least sending your gun in for trigger work from us, or getting one of our trigger jobs in a bag when they're available, is a really great way to go about it.